I met my late husband David in 1966 and we got married in 68. We had a lovely life enjoying the company of good friends and family, and he always made me laugh. But underneath this very positive, happy-go-lucky bloke was someone dealing with pain and unexplained medical issues. However, he lived his life his way. 2 years later, Megan was born and was the apple of her father's eye, but boy, could she cry, and we had a very unsettled little one. You're right. David and I had 2 more children, Andrew and Matthew, and life was good. Apart from a few minor health issues, David lived a relatively normal, healthy life. And it wasn't until 1994 that my late husband, David Davie, was diagnosed with Fabry's disease at the age of 48. He was referred to a nephrologist upon discovering blood in his urine. He was usually talkative self-going on and on David in his usual way. He went on and on in great detail of various things that seemed to bother him medically. And it was one of these discussions of the spots on his midriff that alerted the doctors to think that he may have Fabry's. Back then, suspected patients had hair follicles sent away to a pathologist in Adelaide to confirm diagnosis. Even though it was a relief for David and I to establish a name to his symptoms, it was what next? I decided to write an article in the Australian Women's Weekly to reach out to other people. And as a result, many people contacted us, and to cut a long story short, and with a lot of support from family, friends, another one, a psychologist friend, and I think there was Margaret at the Royal Children's Hospital, geneticists, the Fabry's folk, we set up our first organisation, Fabry support organisation. The first meeting was held on the 4th of June 1994 at the Murdoch Institute at the Royal Children's Hospital with over 55 people attending. Professor Roscoe Brady was out visiting. He was our visiting speaker from the US, and he spoke about the up-and-coming research into enzyme replacement therapy. This brought much hope to everybody. We incorporated in June 1994, and the Fabry's Clinic started at the Nephrology Department at the Royal Melbourne Hospital, directed by Dr. Kathy Nichols, and it was up and running. Fundraising events were always on the agenda. One of our members, Merle Zealy, fondly known as the Coat Hanger Queen, she raised enormous amounts of money towards research with her handicrafts. This money helped us to fund a medical student to do further research into Fabry's. Many members of the support group volunteered to be studied and tested for this project. Our daughter Megan took over the reins from me in 1999, and she works tirelessly to head the Fabry's group and is passionate about serving the Fabry's community in Australia. She also received a life membership of Fabry's Australia and received an OAM, Order of Australia Medal, in 2016 for her services to rare diseases, which she dedicated to her father David and the Fabry and rare disease community. I have made many lifelong friends in the Fabry's group in Australia and overseas, and it has been and still is an amazing journey for me. Megan and her son Adam, also being my grandson, has Fabry's, and I am pleased to see Adam is now doing so well and receiving enzyme replacement therapy. We've said goodbye to many members along the way, including David and his brother Robin. Unfortunately, they didn't live long enough to benefit the wonderful treatment we have today, but they and many others would be pleased to know that how far we've come and the research that is still ongoing. It's been a privilege to be part of this amazing journey in David's memory. Thank you.